Hi, welcome to Century Farm, where horsing around is okay. Now, when we go to put the bridle on the horse, first the problem we've got these bloody reins right here. Now, one of the things at Century Farm, now don't grab that phone and start dialing me right away. That's the most ridiculous thing. Here's what we do and why we do it. We're going to take the reins and we're going to throw them up over the neck of the horse to get them up out of the way, and we can free up our hands, so we've got it to use. I know some of you prefer taking the bridle or the reins, separating them and putting them over the neck of the horse. That's how you're going to use it, and that's how it's going to work. Okay? I don't like doing that, and I'll tell you why. We work with as many as 12 or 14 head of horses all at the same time. Now we're putting our horses up into line, and occasionally, as one is going by, he'll lean over and nip the other horse away, and he's going to shoot forward. If you've got the reins already over the neck of the horse, the inexperienced rider is going to drop everything, jump out of the way, and the bridle is going to go right between his legs, and because the reins are already over his neck, it's going to hang it up there, and he's going to dance all over that bridle, tearing up his legs, tearing up my bridle, and then Mr. Peary becomes very grumpy. All right? So we find that just tossing the reins up over the neck, then if the horse should happen to hop or bolt or do anything along that line, it just falls off and it's free. All right, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put the bridle in your left hand, and you're going to separate your hand in this fashion here so that you can help separate that out. Your elbow's going to go on the neck, your fist through the ears, okay? So you're going to put it up and over, hand goes right between the ears, and you're going to hang it on your thumb. Right hand now is free to come down and get underneath the bit, supporting it as you lift it up between the lips, and if you just very gently slide it between his lips, you'll find that there's a groove in there between the upper and lower jaw, and you can hold the bridle right in there. Now, she's holding that up with her left hand. She changes to her right hand, reaches over, presses on the base of the ear, slides the bridle back, slides her hand over, pushes again on the base of the ear, lifts it up and sets it on, and you've got the bridle in place. Now, some of your bridles, the brow band, which is this piece across the front, can slide down. Okay, I've seen more one-eyed horses around here. Got a brow band on there, and he can't see where he's going. It looks like one-eyed Jack over there. And you want to double check when you finish getting that up and on that your brow band is correctly positioned. Now, I have been told by experts in the game that you want to have about a finger width from the base of the ear down to the bottom, and try to get a little bit of spacing on the backside if you can. And with that, makes it a comfortable fit on the horse. You're then going to take the throat latch, bring it underneath the throat of the horse, and attach it up on this side over here. Now, you want to be able to get, and this is where a lot of people make a mistake, you want to be able to get 4 fingers in between that throat latch and the side of the horse, so that when the horse properly moving drops its head down, that the strap doesn't come up and begin choking him, I can't breathe, okay? You want to give a little bit of space in there, hook that on correctly, bring the keeper down, or the end of the latch down through the keeper, and you are properly fitted to get that on. Now, a couple of things about putting that on. When you put that bridle on, if the horse won't open his mouth, and that's very common, oh no, I don't want to work today, I'm going to clamp my teeth. You can put your thumb in the horse's mouth safely without any danger. Miss Bridjett will demonstrate here, putting her thumb right in the horse's teeth and losing her, no, she's not going to lose her.
I'm kidding.
Okay, see, and we call her Stumpy. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to put our thumb in the side up in here. The front incisors are down below here, but by putting your thumb up above, the molars don't start until back in here. So where that bit rests is called the bar, no teeth, and you can safely put your thumb in there. And especially, I always wear gloves. So when I push a glove in there, those horses know where that glove's been. And, oh my gosh, and they open their mouths right up, okay? So those are a few thoughts about putting a bridle on a horse. We've been training for over 17 years, going on 18, and I have seen more horses abused in the removal of bridles than you can beat with a stick. There's a nice way to do this, and it's very simple. Now, what we have here is Roxy has got a good snaffle bit bridle on her. She also has a lead rope and halter attached. We ride that way all the time here because we do a lot of trail riding. And if you're out on the trail and you need to tie up your horse, then we need to be able to tie up with the lead rope and not the reins. You tie up with your set of reins, and there's a couple of weak points on these reins because we've got snaps on all of ours, and these, when the horse sets back and gets startled, he'll snap these just as slick as a whistle, and you're out a nice set of reins. So we always tie up, and also it's hard on that horse's mouth. Can do some damage to the mouth if the horse happens to get startled and rears back. So a lead rope and halter stay on our horses all the time as we ride. Now, and incidentally, I want to introduce Miss Bridjett, my right-hand person here at the barn, and she's going to be our demonstration model, and a lovely one she is.
Thank you.
All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we have to take the throat latch off your horse. Now, this throat latch is not part of the cheek strap, which about half of my customers try to take off, and I have on occasions found the entire bridle completely separated in the bottom of a manger. All we need to do is take off the throat latch here. She slips it out of the keeper, lifts it up, unclips it. Then she's going to, once she's got that off, she's going to bring the reins slightly forward so they're up in the position to come off the horse. Then slip her fingers underneath the bridle, lift it off the ear, bring it up, and then she's going to pause, let the horse spit that out. What I see so often is a young person or an experienced rider will take the brow band, lift it off, and then they pull it right on forward or drop it down. And in doing that, the bit in the mouth here, this mouthpiece, is going, the bit portion drops from the upper portion of the mouth, drops down, slaps into the back of the front teeth, and it hurts the horse, okay? And so they get a little bit head shy when you start taking that bridle off. So what you want to do is lift off the headband, brow band, and lift it off the ears, get it on, and the crown piece, get it off, and then hold it by the forehead and allow your horse a chance to spit that out, okay? Take your time. Let him get it out. I've got a few horses that won't release it. They'll sit there and you have to give them a second or two and say, okay, it's time to go. All right, and then they finally end up spitting it out, at which time you bring it forward, then bring the reins up and over. Now, here is something else that you want to do. We are always out here in the arena, and well, Miss Bridjett, let's go ahead and we'll show them. I'm going to pick you out. See, she's now brought the reins over the neck of the horse, and now they're in this hand. What you want to do is take all of the rein here. What so many people will try to do is they're going to say, okay, I'm going to hang this up on the saddle horn. But take a look at that big loop that's hanging down. There is the possibility that your horse can either kick out or get excited and hop up and stick that back foot right through that big loop. So what we here at the barn have everybody do, Miss Bridjett's going to grab up there where we like to tie our reins together. She lifts it all the way up so there's not a big loop hanging down. Then drops the reins down on the other side. Now that's hanging down just the same length as that big loop was, but it's very difficult for a horse to get his foot hung up in there, and it's a lot safer for the animal. She then takes the bridle and pulling the lead rope down off the saddle horn, I'll go ahead and take that, and she hangs that right up onto the saddle horn. And she hangs it so the brow band is pointed out, okay? She's not got it deformed and being pushed in by the shape of the saddle. And some of the bridles has very stiff leather, and I've actually had them pop off there and fall to the ground, and the horse hop all around on it. So you hang it up on the saddle horn to where it's hanging down, and you safely unhooked all the bridle and made it comfortable for the horse and safe for the rider to bring the horse on into the stall. Thank you. Have a good day and safe riding to you.